How's it going, amazing people? My name is Roo, and today we are going to be playing the main story for Zenless Zone Zero, and I believe we're in version 2.2 now? 2.2? I think so, yeah. Season 2, yeah. So in this one, it's mainly gonna be about the OBOL squad, mainly these two characters here. Last one was really good. So I expect great things for this chapter. So let's do this. Alright, let's see. Alright, Belle seems to be checking a message from someone wearing a serious look. Here comes another troublesome job. Alright. Okay, you are in your other outfit. So let me do the honors of having this. Dress for departure. There you go. And here we go. Now we match. Because we're brothers and sisters. Another tough job. Your proxy instinct telling you to turn and walk away. Yep. I feel like I heard... Talk about bad timing. The mayor sent a message saying, give a call when you're both together. Official message from mayor means something big is about to happen. Should we contact him right away? We're basically contacting him now. Simulated signals from city administration surge through encrypted line. Whispering white noise, familiar image and voice emerge from audio device.
Hey kids, I trust you've been well. The miasma shrouding Lemnian Hollow still hasn't cleared, and since Wi-Fi Peninsula is also a major production area for porcelain ore, I imagine the air quality there isn't so great.
The city's air isn't great, but the real concern is the miasma still spreading through Wi-Fi Peninsula. Do you have any plans to address it, Mr. Mayor?
A close attendant friend of mine once told me that, as a senior, it's more friendly to start with some pleasantries before diving into the main topic. But enough small talk. I'm calling about the continued threat of the miasma and the dangers still posed by the Exaltists. Miasma is a natural byproduct within the Hollows, a unique form of ether that causes more severe corruption effects than ordinary ether, producing even more powerful ethereals and sacrifices. That's nothing new to you two, Phaethon, but the miasma raging within Lemnian Hollow has far exceeded what natural seepage could produce.
It's all because of the Exaltists. They've been using miasma to research and create sacrifices. And now miasma is spreading rampantly within the Hollow.
That's right. From thwarting the Exaltists' plan to seize control of Wi-Fi Peninsula to dismantling Porcelumex, everything you've done has surely dealt a major blow to the Exaltists' influence in the region.
But the Exaltists' actions are still harming the people of Wi-Fi Peninsula, and the miasma in Lemnian Hollow shows no sign of letting up.
Which brings me to the reason I'm troubling you both this time. The opportunity to root out that evil once and for all has finally arrived. Porcelumex's co-chief executive officer Ferox secretly allied with the Exaltists to carry out unlawful hollow experiments, seriously endangering the safety and interests of Wi-Fi Peninsula's citizens and businesses. I'll spare you all the official jargon, but in short, Porcelumex's influence and control over Wi-Fi Peninsula have been significantly restricted. But investigations and operations by the city government in Wi-Fi Peninsula are still being hindered because another major player has rolled in. A defense force unit, led by Major General Lorenz, has been deployed to Wi-Fi Peninsula over the past few days, imposing temporary military control to investigate Porcelumex and contain the Exaltist threat.
The Defense Force wasn't involved with the issues in Wi-Fi Peninsula before, so why'd they show up now?
Wi-Fi Peninsula is a key porcelain production area, after all, and has always been a highly contested prize amongst the city's various official powers. Besides protecting the city, everyone is eager to claim a bigger share of the wealth and influence it provides. Major General Lorenz is no easygoing man. Ruthless would be the mildest way to describe him when it comes to achieving his goals. According to my sources, he has a close personal relationship with Porsalumex's other co-chief executive officer, Lucro, and the two often work together. With Ferox's downfall, Lucro secured Lorenz's support by offering him a share of Wi-Fi Peninsula's interests. Having the backing of a Defense Force Major General would greatly benefit his dealings within TOPS.
Sounds like a power game between TOPS and the Defense Force. But where exactly is this opportunity to take out the Exaltist remnants?
According to the action plan the Defense Force submitted to the city, eradicate the Exaltists sits at the top of their agenda. That's also their most legitimate reason for deploying to Wi-Fi Peninsula.
What? Hold on. Why does it take me a while to think that my camera should be okay over here? Jeez, all the time that I've been covering the faces of whoever's on this side, sheesh. It's not covering the dialogue, at least.
Of course, I don't believe Lorenz is only there to dutifully protect the city, but with Porsalumex and the Defense Force already muddying the waters, a heavy-handed move by the municipal government could turn the conflict into a turf war over interests. I won't pretend I'm above it all, but I do believe that protecting the citizens' safety is more important than short-term gains. That's why neither the city government nor Yunquei Summit can act directly this time. But for you, Phaethon...
Yes, Phaethon, a legend among proxies, an outlaw of the underground, the last disciple of a secret research institute, Mayor Mayflower's wondrous right hand.
Oh, we are.
The one who saved
We
the
have so many
from the brink of collapse. It's my time to shine again, right?
To be honest, I won't need all those people helping me. But you're right. It's time for the protagonist to take the stage. I spotted the name OBOL Squad on the Defense Force's unit roster. I've heard of their past exploits, and some of their members have had both professional and personal dealings with you. I believe they could be a trustworthy source of support. Their commanding officer this time is Miss Isolde, who worked with you during the investigation into the Exaltists in Porsalumex. I assume you're already well acquainted with her.
So, we'll be taking part in the operation against the Exaltists as proxies working with the Defense Force?
Exactly. But the title proxy won't fly in the Defense Force's operational report. You'll be introduced as special holotech advisors and the Mayor's special envoy for military operations during your visit with the Defense Force. Sorry, official organizations do love to make up long and difficult to remember titles, but sometimes those titles can come in handy. Though I have to say, the ones you came up with a moment ago did sound a lot cooler.
By the way, we came across a few scattered clues about our teacher in the last mission, but we still didn't make any real headway.
There's still no solid intel on Miss Carol Arna, but within the limits permitted by the Defense Force, you're still free to pursue her whereabouts as you see fit. I've already informed the Defense Force and Miss Isolde in advance. The specific plans and arrangements will be up to you two to discuss with Isolde and OBOL Squad. Well, I have official duties to attend to, and you both have an important mission ahead, so let's keep it brief. Once again, I wish you the best of luck.
Taking down... Okay, the dialogue is fine. The Exalted Defense Force looks like the job won't be easy. Oh, but you won't see the dialogue thing here. It's fine. I'll read it out anyway. I hope we don't run into any trouble. The other one is, into any annoying people trouble. We got to team up with OBOL Squad again. Soldier 11 and Trigger will be happy to see you too, right? And a couple of new acquaintances we've crossed paths with before. Before heading out, make sure maybe we should let Yishuan, Shifu, and the others know. Okie dokie. Yeah. Talk to you. We'll let the dog sleep. Yes, I haven't been playing this game much. Been expecting you. It's all knowing. I only knew because Mayor contacted me in advance. Seems that really is why you're here. Yunquei Summit is on good terms with the Mayor, so can't get directly involved with Defense Force affairs. I have no choice but to send my talented student. Leave it to me. Shaming the sect is the least of your worries. The Exalted is playing dirty and the Defense Force throws its weight around. You're neither skilled enough nor strong enough to deal with either of them alone. That's why you have to act with utmost caution. Your own safety has to come first before you try help. I realize I've been reading it all. Shui Beyond Temple isn't going anywhere. Let's rest up and take care of things. If you get into trouble, mention my name. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. You carefully calibrate HDD device at Shui Beyond Temple inner chamber. Spend some time with your senior brothers and sisters. Realize it, night has fallen. Okie dokie. Hi. Defense Force sent word. We're meeting up with OBOL Squad tomorrow morning. Coordinates are in the Lemnian Hollow. Meeting them in the Hollow? That's right. The Defense Force wants us to link up with OBOL Squad during operation to return to their base together. It's meant to help us work smoothly with the squad and test our capabilities as Mayor's special envoy. Spent a whole afternoon tuning the HDD device. Done. Take it easy and rest up. Oh, go sleep. Go ahead. Chapter 3. Do not go gentle into that good night. Hello? Better. In a dream made from electric impulses and numerical signals in Magus' memory. Yeah? Oh.
The Hollow hit City Center out of nowhere. Without support from the Obsidian Division, they won't hold for long.
I knew you couldn't count on Helios's warning systems.
Doesn't matter. We've seen worse, haven't we?
The track we're guarding this time is a key route for evacuating civilians and transporting aid. This is our last line of defense. The civilians are right behind us. We must hold the line.
Magus, you're late today?
You never miss Captain's pep talk.
Let me guess. You were off doing last-minute gear checks for us.
Oh. What's the tail, human?
Still,
before?
they've got a point. Tardiness is unacceptable, soldier.
She's smiling, though.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad assembled.
Obsidian Division, Agamemnon Squad, requesting backup! Obsidian Division, Agamemnon Squad, requesting backup!
Fall back, Orpheus!
Fall back. No, we have to kill it. Whatever it takes. Get
Is that
back.
Isolde? Oh!
I'm from Yunkoi Summit. We'll hold the line from here. You can fall back now, comrades.
Everyone, we can still save them. And the civilians, they're right behind us. We can't back down. We cannot fall back. So, is this the end?
Oh, she got really injured. Oh, the grave over here.
Revenge. Against what? The Hollow? Against everything. I've already lost everything.
Captain? Captain Magus? Nagus? Nagus, were you dreaming again?
Intelligent constructs don't dream. It was just leftover cache fragments tucked away deep in my memory module.
Oh. This is just a machine and the human Magus memory went into the tail. Okay.
So, were you dreaming about the past again?
It's a good thing you gave up your studies at the Metis School to enlist, Orphe.
What can I say? My brain can be a bit slow at times. Anyway, Magus, you talk in your sleep all the time.
I don't sleep. It's a self-diagnostic mode. And I've told you before, use my proper title while on duty. And stop eavesdropping on me.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never listen to you sleep talking again. But given how you're always right behind me, it's kinda hard not to overhear.
It's not sleep talking. It's echoes of residual signals from the vocal module during self-diagnostic mode.
Red eyes.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never eavesdrop on your, whatever that was during self-diagnostic mode again.
Still, it's strange. I actually overslept today. I mean, my self-diagnostic ran longer than expected. It feels like some kind of bad omen.
Are intelligent constructs superstitious too?
Well, I am just like you. An idiot who dropped out of school to join the military. Superstition is the only knowledge I've got that I can actually rely on. Enough breakfast chit-chat. Time to get ready for this morning's operational briefing, Orphe.
Yes, Captain Magus.
The captain is the tail. Of course. Captain Magus, squad member Orphe, been waiting for you. Left the sniper to wait here all alone? That's not how assault troopers should operate, Orphe. But you were the one who woke up late. That was a necessary system check and maintenance. Now, getting into position early to cover their squad mate's part of the sniper's job too. Head to operation briefing before the colonel scolds everyone in OBOL squad for being late. Okay. Oh, we are Orphe and Magus. This one I plan to pull. Seed is adorable, and Seed Senior too, but I wasn't sure if I liked their gameplay as much. Elbow Squad, assemble! Captain Magus. Even after all this time, Soldier 11 remained disciplined and focused. That's what you call model soldier. Aren't I model soldier? You Seed? You're a soldier too. If you join Scout Seed, you'd be an honor scout. I feel like there's memory somewhere in my past, something about being in Scouts. If I weren't busy taking care of Seed Senior, I'd absolutely be an honored member. Captain, we've got about 12 or 13 push-ups worth of time before we're late for operation briefing, depending on whether we're doing them one-handed or two. Hurry to operation briefing or we'll get punished as problem squad members before we ever get the chance to become honored ones. Okay. Hello. The members of OBOL squad are gathered around the command table.
Good morning, everyone. Today's briefing is to discuss the tactical details for the raid on the Exaltis stronghold. Thanks to previous infiltration ops and documents from Porcelumex, we've gathered intel on several key Exaltis communication hubs within the Hollow. However, we still need more detailed intel on the exact location of their headquarters and the distribution of their personnel. Therefore, before the main force advances into the Hollow to launch a full sweep, we will deploy several elite squads to their comms outposts within the Hollow for recon. The first shot of this battle will be fired by OBOL. The results you achieve will be critical to the success of the operations that follow.
Leave it to me, Isolde.
Captain Magus, remember to use proper ranks during operations?
Yes, ma'am. After all these years, it's not like you don't know my bad habits.
Magus? Captain, you were the one lecturing me about that just this morning.
After all this time, we finally get to fight side by side again, Isolde. But, Colonel...
Ma'am, I heard for this operation, a special envoy from the city government will be assisting OBOL Squad. Is that confirmed?
Yeah, Trigger was just telling me. We've got a super capable and trustworthy friend coming to work with us.
Trigger is right. There will indeed be a guest from the city government joining us as a technical advisor to assist OBOL Squad in the operation.
Me!
Per the agreed arrangements, our guest will meet you all inside the Hollow.
Me!
The Exaltists have long plagued Waifei Peninsula. Obsidian Division's mission is simple. Eliminate the source of this chaos once and for all. Their repeated failures have cost them dearly. Our task now is to eliminate the remaining stragglers and strike directly at their headquarters. We have obtained intel on multiple enemy strongholds. You will be deployed as scouts. Your objective is to investigate and pinpoint the enemy's main base. Split Squad will handle the frontal assault. You will also rendezvous with the technical advisor dispatched by the mayor and assist them in securing the key data. Aegis Squad, you will strike the enemy from the air, providing firepower and intel support for all units on the ground. Operation codename Blitz and Aegis. OBOL Squad, gear up and get ready!
Epic.
OBOL Squad reporting in. We are at the target hollow.
I'm surprised that we're using her. We're trying out her before Seed.
Blitz Squad, in position!
Aegis Squad, report your position. Do you copy?
Oh my gosh.
We're en route with the chopper. ETA 20 minutes. Landing at Blitz Squad 3 o'clock.
Woo! Wait.
Primary
That was
objective,
good.
rendezvous with the mayor's envoy.
Must be someone pretty important. We've got OBOL Squad handling the pickup.
Ooh, cannonball?
But also a very nice person.
Trigger, you could tell them who it is.
Person are they exactly?
Oh, I'm
the chit chat for after the mission. Stay focused on the battle. The envoy and escort team are inside the building up ahead.
my bad. I was not paying attention.
By the way, why are we meeting inside the Hollow?
Captain Magus is all about action. She prefers getting to know our partners in live combat scenarios rather than listening to someone introduce them. At least, that's
not
what
bad.
Colonel Isolde said.
You're making me sound like I'm some unreasonable, clueless kid or something.
The delay's not as bad this time.
Really? I just hope the captain doesn't end up chewing out the envoy later.
Okay. The delay is not as bad this time. I think they fixed it. Hello, Wise! Hello, me!
We've successfully rendezvoused with the target. Now, let me take a look at Colonel Isolde's intel report. Captain Magus, this is the Special Hollow Technology Consultant, the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations, as well as the...
Wait, didn't Isolde say there was only one target? How many people are we talking about here?
Just long titles.
Hey everyone, forget the titles. Why don't you all just call me Proxy?
So this is the amazing Mr. Phaethon that Trigger and Soldier 11 were talking about. Turns out you're actually pretty down to earth.
I know who you are. You must be the infamous Phaethon they mentioned, right?
Okay, you sound so hostile
Trigger
there.
was definitely talking about the renowned Mr. Phaethon.
Usually, only heroic characters are described as renowned. For villains, it would be...
If the other side is a villain, then working with them means we're on the side of villains too.
To be honest, I'm still a little uneasy about having a proxy join up with OBOL Squad. I'm an old-timer who plays by the rules. No dramatic backstory, no need for wild adventures like the younger ones. So I've rarely had dealings with anyone outside the military. Especially someone from, well, the underworld, like you.
A hero working from the dark side, protecting the city in secret. I have to admit, that sounds pretty cool.
Sure, I've heard stories of your accomplishments, but don't mistake that for me seeing you as a hero. Everyone walking the city has their own purpose, especially someone with a complicated background like you. But I hope your goals won't interfere with OBOL's mission, or violate the Defense Force's principles. Otherwise...
If what you call your principles are genuinely just, and your aim is to protect others, then I'd say we're on the same side.
I hope so.
Whether I'm a villain or a hero, let's keep our focus on the mission. After all, we're still deep inside the Hollow, surrounded by Exaltists.
Regardless of your position, if you get things done, that's not bad in my book.
Next, I'll briefly outline the mission objectives and explain the role that Phaethon will play in this operation. As an expert Hollow guide, or a proxy, Phaethon will use the current map intel and Hollow data to chart the most efficient route for us, OBOL Squad. At the same time, we'll provide cover for Phaethon as the proxy collects Hollow data and monitors the changes and activity of the miasma.
We've got plenty of trained scouts in the military. Can a proxy with no combat experience really handle such an operation?
Captain Magus, according to the intel report and squad member accounts, the proxy has combat experience working alongside Trigger and Soldier 11. Sharper, more precise, and more perceptive than any scout. That's how Soldier 11 described the proxy. I don't think we've ever seen anyone who's earned the approval of both Trigger and Soldier 11 outside of our own squad members.
If no other squad members or Isolde have any objections, that wraps up the mission briefing. Don't fall behind, Proxy.
Okay. Well,
there are more enemies than we expected.
Ooh.
Oh no. Still no response.
Electromagnetic.
The enemy reinforcements just keep coming.
Well,
Program enemy reinforcements spotted to the northwest. What? Speed and the others should be okay, right?
The fastest way to restore comms is to disable the nearby jamming device.
Rude.
The miasma around us is getting thicker.
Oh, that's rude.
Keep an eye out for stronger enemies.
Ready.
Oh, come on. Oh.
For a long time.
Oh boy.
We're circling right above the enemy, Captain.
Searching for the mission target.
Okay. So I'm a little iffy with Orphe and Magus gameplay, but let's see. Let's see if I'm okay with this one. At first look, I'm not much into it, but let's see.
Aegis Squad has reached the LZ. Blitz Squad, do you copy? Comms seem to be jammed. Is Seatsina's comm system still working?
No, the speaker's all buzzy with static.
Let's clear the nearby enemies first, then regroup with the captain ASAP. I wonder if the proxy, the envoy and the captain have met up safely.
Oops, I can't really control my sprint.
Second party.
Adorable.
The area's all clear now. All those annoying pests. Good riddance.
Come in,
Such a child.
Do you copy?
Seems that annoying signal interference is still floating around in the air.
The enemy control room is just ahead. It's packed with communications gear.
Found the jammer switch. Turn it off. As the switch flips down, the hum of machines somewhere in the comms room comes to an halt.
Aegis squad, come in.
Aegis reporting in. We read you loud and clear, Captain.
We just shut down the enemy's jamming equipment.
Aegis Squad, are there any ether transmission terminals inside the control room?
Roger. New objective. Shut down the ether transmission system. Give him a full salvo, Steve Senior. Steve Senior.
The target is closed.
Not bad.
Adjusting for wind.
I like both of their ultimate, that's for sure. Oh wait, I could have gone ahead, but I'm just gonna eliminate all enemies. Cool. It's a switch linked to the ether transmission device. The successful decryption signal flashes from Feed Senior's data port, and the once turbulent ether in the transmission system grows still.
Remote support. In position.
The ether transmission system has been shut down.
Oh, good.
Great. That cuts off the supply of miasma.
We eliminate the remaining enemies and head to the meeting point. Blitz Squad has finished clearing out the remaining enemies.
Roger. Aegis Squad has successfully... Those things look like coffins. They're kind of creepy. What's a coffin?
It's a thing where people are laid to rest.
Laid to rest? Oh, you mean like Seed Senior?
No. No. This is the ether research built by Portia Lumex, Obscura. That was the report we handed over to Commander Isolda. Are these just regular ether research equipment? I doubt it's that simple. Anything tied to Exaltus is bound to be suspicious. I felt something ominous too. Are you saying the Defense Force has some information on it? You'll get the intel when you need to know. For now, keep moving. Difficult person to work with. Don't be discouraged, Mr. Special Envoy. Been around Captain for a while and still think. Keep moving. Alright. Let's go. Minigame time.
Tapped the unknown device. Now analyzing. Network communication structure detected.
These devices are interconnected, probably forming part of a larger equipment array.
A hammer!
By cracking part of the data, we can locate the other devices.
Oh, that's cool.
Looks like Proxy's quite the skilled hacker.
You're amazing, Proxy!
You're not secretly hacking into my brain while I'm asleep, are you?
Hey, come on. I'm a professional. I have standards.
Communication structure analysis. 50% complete.
Ah! Oh my gosh, it is definitely gonna be, Fall Guys. Okay, so here, and then here we go, and then here, and then this one. I'm so good. There. Nope. I'm getting this coin. There we go. Easy peasy. Yep. 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 Easy peasy. Oh, yeah. Oh, easy.
Those are ether reactors made by Porcelumex. To be honest, they look pretty ominous.
Porcelumex? That's the company working with the Exaltists, right?
Not everyone in the company is bad. Hopefully.
Even if they're not all bad, plenty still played a part in this.
That may be true. But most ordinary employees were probably acting under pressure or coercion, right?
And what about you? Were you forced or pressured into becoming a proxy?
Okay, Magus, calm down. I'm starting to think maybe I should pull for his seed after all. What? Obstacles are blocking Aegis squad path to our rendezvous point. Let's clear them while we wait. Yeah, let's... Yes, Captain.
This is the only route Blitz Squad can take.
The mission went without a hitch. Great work, everyone.
And thanks to the envoy for all his hard work, too.
You all carried the operation. I was just doing my duty.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I should get seed now. A girl with a scooter is actually not bad. Just cruising along. Yee.
Huh?
Seed, you've met them before.
Oh, it's you, Proxy.
You're Seed, right? It's been a while. We met briefly during the Porcelumex inspection.
I remember. Oh, Seed Senior says he remembers too. Shh, he's asleep right now, so he can't talk to you himself. But according to Seed Senior, you're someone who can be trusted. Someone worth trusting. Well, to be honest, it was Trigger and Soldier 11 who told Seed Senior first. And then Seed Senior told me.
Seed Senior? Is that the name of your mech?
He's not a mech. Seed Senior is an intelligent construct, totally different from exoskeleton-based vehicles like mechs. You carry the same scent as me, Proxy. You must be quite knowledgeable in this field. Did you attend classes properly back in school, Proxy?
Strictly speaking, I never really went to a typical school.
Sounds like a lie.
You two have quite a unique way of talking.
The Defense Force, or rather, OBOL Squad's comms channel, also seems to be tuned to a pretty unusual frequency.
Birds of a feather flock together, as they say.
The Proxy wasn't complimenting us, Soldier 11. You dummy.
Being able to tune into both Seed's and Soldier 11's wavelength at the same time. I have to say, you really are something special.
Wavelength? Are Seed and Soldier 11 intelligent constructs too?
Still, winning over these girls might be easy. But as the commanding officer, I have to assess you with the utmost caution.
Fair.
All right, everyone, that's enough chit-chat. Let's not forget, we're still in the middle of a battlefield here. Although we've tracked down the Exaltists' communication outpost, It seems all that's left are supplies they didn't have time to evacuate with. We came up empty on both the location of the Exaltist's main base and the research data you were looking for, Proxy.
The most efficient way to move such a large amount of supplies in a short time would be through spatial fissures. The Exaltists have been operating in Lemnian Hollow for a long time. They must have access to fissure coordinates unknown to the Defense Force. But no one knows the labyrinths of hollows better than Phaethon.
Phaethon's scales are like magic. Sounds way more impressive than a carrot.
Sounds pretty mysterious. Anyway, you're confident you can catch up with them, right?
I got this.
Oh boy.
Inside those devices, those are all sacrifices?
Feet, confirm the number of enemies.
Locking onto hostile targets. There's 8 in total. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0.
Ooh.
Now we're all clear. OBOL squad. All enemies eliminated.
Okay. Amid the thunderous stomps of heavy machinery and shrill, hysterical screams, Seeds brings in the Exaltus captives.
The rambling old man is a little Seed's trophy.
The final sacrifice is about to begin. How can swirling dust compete with a blazing fire?
Crazy guy?
Do all the Exaltists talk like this? It's really hard to understand.
Seed, make him shut up.
Foolish unbelievers!
Hey, Seed Senior. You've got to be careful with how you treat prisoners.
They've done more than enough harm. Being gentle isn't exactly a priority.
What sets these Exaltists apart from typical villains is their fanatical devotion to the Creator, which often drives them to act unpredictably. Even if they act in the shadows without rhyme or reason, the miasma remains essential to them. If we follow that trail, it could very well be the weakness that brings them down.
These so-called fanatics are nothing more than villains who treat ether as a deadly poison corrupting new Eridu, aiding and abetting its destruction. Let's see if they stay so devoted when confronted with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers!
Calm down, Captain Magus. As vile as the Exaltists are, not every member is guilty. Many innocent civilians were deceived into joining. In other words, not every Exaltist member deserves to be met with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers.
We've hardly caught anyone yet, and you're already defending them? I know how to throw around grand quotes too. Like no snowflake in an avalanche ever feels responsible. You're awfully sympathetic towards these scumbags. Perhaps because you're one of them?
Enough! Captain Magus, I'm pretty sure your remarks have already exceeded the boundaries set by Commander Isolde's temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon. Specifically, the section designated for Magus.
Huh? How come no one told me about it?
Don't speak harshly to your squad mates, and don't say anything that kills morale. That's what you taught us, Captain Magus.
I don't consider them a comrade. At least not yet.
Whether we're allies who can rely on each other or simply partners with our own suspicions, let's stick to our duties, Captain Magus.
Wouldn't have it any other way, Phaethon.
There's a critical piece of intel that needs immediate attention. What just emerged from the Obscura is a bioweapon created by the Exaltists, known as a sacrifice. These Obscura, and the factories that produce them, are scattered throughout Lemnian Hollow.
No, not just Lemnian Hollow. According to the data from Porcelumex and the intel Commander Isolde has gathered, there are a large number of Obscura placed throughout Yfei Peninsula. Over 300 of them.
Over 300? Not even the entire Obsidian Division could deal with that many monsters.
the entire Obsidian Division would just end up as monster food.
We have to get this information to Command immediately. The Exaltists' actions may be far more dangerous than we had anticipated.
No, that's not right. Although I did come across Obscura shards tainted with sacrifice energy, there's still no solid evidence to confirm that all Obscura have sacrifices in them. The Obscura devices I saw in Phylum Heights didn't all carry traces of sacrifice energy either. More importantly, creating a creature as powerful as the sacrifices would require an unimaginable amount of ether. There's no way the Exaltists have access to such an immense supply of ether and miasma.
Or they would have destroyed New Eridu long ago. Phew. Good thing the bad guys we're dealing with this time aren't that powerful. Yet.
Hey, did you two completely forget that courage is a soldier's greatest virtue?
Captain, didn't you say that kind of talk is just something generals say to sound impressive?
The proxy has a point. But there's definitely something suspicious about the Obscura and Waifei Peninsula. We need to organize thorough inspections and patrols as soon as possible.
Yeah, the Amagus actually agrees with us.
Obsidian Division has already mobilized outside Lemnian Hollow. Those Exaltist rats will soon meet their end.
A fanatic's last stand is often the most ferocious. Everyone, stay sharp and proceed with caution.
After spending over a decade in the military, I understand that all too well.
What Captain Magus meant to say was, thanks for the heads up, Proxy.
That's not what I meant!
In the depths of the Lemnian Hollow, where even the Proxy's eyes couldn't pierce the darkness. She was jolting for a moment. Okay, yeah, see? Yep, she's glitching. The military's operation has started. You're to provide cover for the Overseer's ritual. Yep, she's going insane. Every action leads us closer to meeting our Lord. Everything for the Creator, Lady Sarah. Defense Force has overwhelming numbers and we've taken heavy losses lately. With what little strength we have left, don't need to achieve victory. Missions to buy time. Sacrifices are inevitable. Fortunately, Defense Force isn't exactly driven by noble duty they claim to uphold. As long as Overseer completes the ritual, we already won. May the Creator refine you. May the Creator refine me. Okay. Obsidian Division has temporarily taken over Seasgate Road as our base. Staging area for upcoming mission. There seems to be way more people at the base today. Probably some sort of operation being coordinated. Anyway, let's report back to Isolde first. Okay, let me see how my stuff are. Okay, hold on. I want to see. Nope. Okay, Captain Isolde.
All in all, the scouting mission was a success. OBOL squad took no casualties. Against our firepower, those Exaltist lunatics didn't stand a chance. It's honestly baffling how HSO and public security got completely outplayed by the Exaltists. Their actions are chaotic and lack any strategy. Though, credit goes to Commander Isolde's flawless plan.
The proxy was amazing too. Just like Trigger and Soldier 11 said. And just like all those rumors on Internet.
Huh? Orphe, since when have you been visiting sketchy sites like Internet behind my back?
Help!
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with so far are just the Exaltist scattered remnants.
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltist base. I'm not worried about a head-on clash. What worries me are those Obscura and the sacrifice creatures.
Leave the search for the Obscura to me and the city forces. You focus on the mission inside the Hollow. You can't just grasp at weeds. You have to dig out the roots. All this might just be a diversion by the Exaltists. By the way, Proxy,
I heard your performance in the Hollow was top-notch as always. How's working with OBOL? Has Captain Magus been giving you any trouble?
I'll have to think about that. I do remember Captain Magus saying that Phaethon is a villain who should be dealt with using 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers.
Well...
Don't go taking things out of context to make me look like the bad guy. I'm a straight shooter.
Got it. Looks like the temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon doesn't really hold much sway over Captain Magus.
It's all because I wasn't decisive enough. Please don't punish Captain Magus.
She's not the most soft-spoken, but Captain Magus and the squad have been doing their best to support me, and her military-grade high-energy laser is definitely reassuring.
All right. Without the proxy support, our operation wouldn't have gone this smoothly.
Whew. I guess this is the part where old grudges melt away, and everyone makes nice.
But if you're that talented, why settle for the dishonorable role of a proxy? Why not join the military, earn a proper rank, and truly protect New Eridu?
What's so dishonorable about it? The work we do in the shadows brings us closer to the light than many of those who stand in it.
You're being a little harsh today, Captain.
Proxy. How many unqualified civilians have you led straight into danger within the Hollows? And how many shady Hollow Raiders have you guided to dirty money?
You're right, Captain Magus. The underworld does have its dark side, but a lot of people are forced into it. They have to avoid the light and just try to survive in the shadows. And this grand, respectable world you speak of, is it really filled with nothing but righteous heroes? Is your defense force really so perfect? Every single person?
You...
All right, kids, enough bickering. The only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde. You're all brave, shining heroes, okay?
Looks like the captain got shut down by Commander Isolde again.
Even the proxy's been lumped in with the kids. Looks like we're all in the same class now.
This concludes the briefing. Proxy, Major General Lorenz has expressed interest in meeting you. Would you mind coming with me later?
The Major General wants to see me? That can't be good.
Relax. I'll be with you.
Okay. Adjutant, sir. Major General's guest has arrived. Follow me, you two generals. Major General's tent is just beyond this tunnel. You follow Adjutant's lead and head with Isolde into the Major General's tent on the other side of the tunnel.
Sir, your guests have arrived.
Colonel
Oh
Isolde,
gosh, I don't like your
I heard
look.
that, OBOL squad has already obtained the coordinates of the Exaltist headquarters.
I don't know if you're grinning so evilly or
That's
just
correct,
being cool.
sir. The recon operation was a success. However, we also discovered something unexpected. There are numerous ether reactors installed around Waifei Peninsula, known as Obscura, which may pose a significant threat.
You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results.
Yes, sir.
Among all the mediocrity in the Obsidian division, Isolde, you're the one who truly stands out. I'm really glad I found you back then. Someone like you shouldn't be stuck on the front lines. I'm pragmatic, but I always make sure my subordinates are treated fairly. This is a big opportunity, but I went to great lengths to get troops into Waifei Peninsula. So this mission is one we cannot afford to fail.
Yes, sir.
Ah, I seem to have forgotten about our guest. Isolde, the person beside you.
This is the officially appointed Hollow Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operation, Wise.
Welcome to Waifei Peninsula, Ambassador Wise.
I've been in Waifei Peninsula for a while now. Honestly, it's more appropriate for me and Swabian Temple to be the ones welcoming the defense force.
Swabian Temple? Ah, Yunque Summit. Pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower. Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the mayor's personal agents, an infamous proxy, getting involved in Defense Force business?
Wise was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, sir. He's here to assist and oversee the Defense Force's operation.
Assist, huh? If the High Preceptor of Yunque Summit had shown up in person, perhaps I'd consider that worthy. And as for the supervision, since when does Mayflower get a say in when Obsidian Division pulls
Yeah,
the
you're
trigger?
evil.
Sir, Wise is only here to assist OBOL Squad. This has nothing to do with the main force's operations or command. All part of the agreement to keep the City Council from meddling with our military affairs in Waifei Peninsula. Which, I imagine, suits you just fine?
Of course. Your arrangements are always right on point, Colonel. This whole operation is running smoothly, thanks to you. Well then, since you're the Hollow experts and personally by the mayor, it's only right that I give you a proper welcome. Unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost importance, so I'm afraid I can't escort Wise to the more refined venues in the city for a proper celebration, at least for now. Colonel Isolde? Until this operation is over, all of Wise's external communications and movements beyond Phylum Heights must be temporarily restricted.
That's a very unique way to treat a guest.
Major General, the mayor and Yunque Summit might not be too happy about that.
That's an order, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phylum Heights. Something about a banquet
Aren't
to
you a
welcome
bad
the
guy?
Defense Force to Waifei Peninsula. Typical corporate parasites. Always know how to adapt and survive.
Oh yeah, you are a bad
I'm afraid
guy.
I won't be able to personally entertain our guest, Isolde.
Let's go, Mr. Ambassador.
I'm really sorry, White. You came here to help and this is how you're treated. Life in the military comes with its fair share of rules and restrictions. Major General Lawrence was a decorated officer during the fall of the old capital and was promoted to general after its fall. He's been known for his rather overbearing conduct. It'd be dishonest to say I like his style, but working under him has definitely given me a lot of opportunities and success, allowing me to investigate the truth beyond the fall. The truth? The cause behind my squad's failure back then. Magus has always been concerned about it. Getting off track, but the point is you can count on us. Whether it's OBOL Squad or any other Obsidian Division soldier, we'll give everything to protect you. After briefing, Isolde takes her leave. Talk about rude. Are all the Defense Force General this unpleasant? Restriction on going out and contacting the outside world? I might as well be a prisoner. But if we're just going back down to rest at Swabian Temple, we shouldn't be stopped, right? Cool. Nice. What is going on here? Been nabbed by Major General. Okay. Orders from above, you're not allowed to leave. Argue with facts and logic. I don't know who you are, but there's no argument to be had. Orders are orders. Threaten again in harsh and immediate tone. The argument draws attention of several soldiers nearby. Are you okay, Wise? Comrade, Wise is a special envoy sent by Mayor. Show some respect. The mighty Mr. Wise got taken down a notch. Just following orders. Following orders is a soldier's duty. I understand where this soldier is coming from. I hope you understand, Crimson Gloom. Head held high. Well. Not good.
Captain! Proxy made it through the interrogation unscathed.
No significant change in pulse, and your face isn't too pale. Looks like you passed the test. You look so frail, Proxy. Who would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure enemy torture?
Since you already see me as a villain, it's only natural I've learned how to avoid torture, right?
The Major General may be tough to deal with, but interrogating the Mayor's envoy? That kind of thing doesn't happen in the Obsidian Division.
Isolde explained the Major General's orders to everyone.
Temporarily restricting the proxy's movements and communications? What does that mean?
It means we've got your precious Phaethon locked away. No way out, and no texting or calling family.
That's just so...
That's terrible!
What a shame. I never thought the legendary proxy Phaethon would end up getting caught one day.
On the plus side, at least the legendary proxy Phaethon was caught by OBOL Squad. The Major General's idea of hospitality might be questionable, but for a soldier, orders are orders.
So, as much as we regret it, the legendary proxy Phaethon will have to stay put in Phylum Heights for a while.
You sure you're sorry, Captain? I'm pretty sure you were holding back a laugh just now.
Don't worry. OBOL Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line of defense against the Hollows. We'll wipe out the Exaltists faster than you'd think.
And then the proxy will be free.
As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the proxy and temporarily block all communication functions of their electronics.
There's no point fighting it, so you allow a soldier to fasten the tracker, more like electronic shackles to your ankle. Thanks to Defense Force, signal jamming, only wireless frequency still functioning in Wi-Fi Peninsula 4 are military ones. For now at least, say farewell to the friends, anxiously awaiting your replies on Knock Knock.
My apologies, Proxy.
For the Obsidian Division, orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom like this. And I'm not exactly your biggest fan. But I hope you won't hold it against Isolde or the squad.
I may not be a soldier, but I can understand the weight orders carry for all of you. If temporarily restricting my freedom helps the operation go smoothly and keeps the people of Wi-Fi Peninsula safe, I'll gladly go along with it.
I never thought you'd show such resolve, Proxy. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on you while you're with us.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on you? Just a heads up, she's not exactly the caring type.
Once again, Proxy, you have my apologies.
Well, with comms and our movement restricted, things are definitely tricky. Luckily, I can still reach out to Bell and Ferry through HDD without Defense Force noticing. Right as I'm thinking about this. Don't look so down. Time for OBOL's regular equipment maintenance. Come join us. Do you agree, Captain? Making sure our tech folks have reliable gear crucial, so if you drop by Proxy, go right ahead. I don't have any equipment with me. I mean, I couldn't detect any gear on Proxy, but I can't shake this strange feeling. Like, the Proxy has some sort of device that feels oddly familiar. Don't worry, Proxy. Seed can be a bit hard to follow at times, but when it comes to tech, you can always count on her. Routine maintenance check. Come on, Proxy, stop being so wishy-washy. Well. Mobile squad's here. Routine maintenance. First up on inspection, Mercury. Mercury here. Let me take a look and see if this little Colby got anything wrong. I always get nervous. Antenna on the comms module seems a bit worn out. Gotta remember to get those parts replaced. What the heck? If Colby can't hear me on the radio during operation, I'm gonna kick your butt. Aye aye. Next up is Trigger Sniper Rifle. Counting on you again. One look to tell your weapon's in flawless shape. Sniper's weapon is their soul on battlefield, after all. Boring. Now it's Orphe and Captain Magus' turn. Let's get this straight. You're not laying a finger on me. Quit swinging around my tail. Your exoskeleton is in good shape overall, Orphe, but your tail shows way more wear. No doubt due to Captain's reckless fighting style. Captain gives it her all in combat. I'll try to stay in sync with Orphe's movement. As for Captain Magus, you're using that nitro fuel oil again, aren't you? Seed can't stand that smell pouring out of your gun barrel. Are you seriously attacking your captain's dental hygiene? And finally, it's your turn, Proxy. Where should I start? Seed stares straight into the Proxy's eyes, impossible as it seemed. It almost like she can see right through the HDD. But that can be possible, right? Change subject. Your eyes are crystal clear, Proxy. All systems good. Inspection complete. Nice. You were just looking for an excuse to stare into the Proxy's eyes. Now that everyone's finished their equipment check, you're dismissed. Get some rest and make sure your gear service at the armory. Hey Proxy, don't forget to look after your eyes too. She knows, but she's not gonna say it. You confirmed that the military really is restricting your freedom of movement with OBOL Squad. You then return to the tent to rest. The tent offers some cover from the soldiers' gases, and re-establishing the connection with the HDD brings a small sense of relief.
As Master's supreme assistant and a thoughtful, all-purpose AI, I would never sit back helplessly while Master's freedom is being restricted, unlike the second assistant.
Fairy, you really can't stop chasing that first assistant title, can you? When will you finally understand that as his sibling, I'm irreplaceable?
Alright, you two, enough arguing. I'm just a pitiful, useless captured proxy here, while you two are elite hackers, okay?
Negative. Although Master was unfortunately captured, Master remains an elite hacking expert.
Save your useless sympathy, First Assistant. Luckily, not even the Hollows can interfere with the HDD's unique signal, so the Defense Force's jamming is barely an inconvenience.
Still, I was the one who actually encoded the anti-jamming signal.
Which means Wise can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
I saw some new data with my eye implants in the Hollow. I need you to run some calculations. Whether or not the military's info checks out, nothing is more trustworthy than your calculations, Fairy.
Affirmative. Additionally, I've made a full copy of the military intel files that EOS and Master saw.
If the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they
What?
know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Fairy Wise, just like always.
Then leave clearing out the Hollow to me and OBOL Squad, just like always.
The Defense Force's mission is bound to be dangerous. Be careful, Wise.
The bed beneath you feels so foreign, hardly rest well, but as with all things, it eventually passes. Motion rises from the outpost beyond the tent. That's Orpheus and C's voices. Let's go check out what's happening. Oh boy, what's going on there? I know there's an issue, but I'm gonna do this first. Let's see. Should be soon. I think I'm on my 50-50. Yep. Oh. Okay, skip.
Our meeting is like a wrench finding some engine oil.
Nice. I think At first I didn't want to pull for her, but because of her gameplay. But after trying Orphe, I wasn't much into her gameplay more. Seeds was pretty okay. And she's adorable, so I wanted to pull for her. But anyway, what's wrong? Is this the little one you brought back from the hollow? Yes, Captain. The Bangbu squad seems to have been attacked. Bangbu's distress signal and rushed over. What about the soldiers in that squad? They're all lying there covered in blood. That means they're dead. Let's pay our respects. This Bangbu probably recorded what happened when they ran into enemy, but it's damaged. Do we have any technician at base? Let me fix up the Bangbu. Proxy, you know how to fix the Bangbu? Please help this little guy. I'll leave it to you, Proxy. I hope Magus can basically and soften to us, because right now I don't like that machine. Anyway. Too overly cautious is what I'll say. Okay. Oh, this is what's going on. Where is B, A, B, C, and D? Ah, fudge. Yep, easy. That was probably the easiest one ever. The video footage is restored and images from inside the hollow stream out of the Bangbu's data port.
All units be advised. At 3 o'clock, 300 meters. A cluster of miasma. Ethereal presence confirmed. Something's off. Are those humans coming out of there? Hey, look! Someone's crawling out of the miasma! Why are they wearing Defense Force uniforms? They're coming closer. And they're armed!
They look all dead. Gunshots ring out from a distance.
We're under attack! Fight back! Enemy spotted at 3 o'clock, 4 and 5 o'clock! Oh, is it the Exaltis troops in disguise?
They are actually cursing. What the heck? Guns!
No, they emerged from the miasma. They're definitely not alive!
They're definitely not effing alive. What the fudge?
Dead in broad daylight? Ethereal or monster, just take them down! Reporting in! We've got casualties! We've got another wave of hostiles closing in on the right! We need backup!
The deafening gunfire grows louder, gradually drowning out all the voices. Gunfire and voices fade away, and everything is quiet. White noise grows louder, skipping ahead.
It's just as the Overseer said! Even a miracle like a resurrection is nothing for the Creator!
Don't let joy blind you, my dear brother. Until we stand before the Creator, every miracle is just a small step toward the gate of the final domain.
Don't worry. My joy hasn't clouded my judgment, and my knowledge as a researcher remains sharp. The large-scale miasma activation experiment has already begun ahead of schedule. They'll never catch up to us on our path to the Creator.
Creator. Who says that? The footage ends here. The Bangbu recording the data seemingly couldn't hold on any longer. Oh. These soldiers crawling out of the miasma. They look like the dead brought back to life. The dead? But they're dressed in military gear from the old capital, stuff from 11 years back. If they truly are the dead returned, how could be ghosts of those old soldiers? If they're shooting at their own squad mates, that's true. They're not... They are not the undead, more like some kind of miasma creature. The fact that these creatures take the form of former Defense Force soldiers means their creator. The enemy's knowledge of the Defense Force might be beyond our imagination. Yesterday's recon mission went perfectly. We didn't let any cultists escape. So, there's no way the Exaltists should be aware of our progress. We need to report this to Isolde. Let's go. Okay. Captain! Hello! Oh, she is face palming. Kind of. Together with OBOL Squad, you brief Isolde on what you saw in the footage.
The Exaltists have already figured out that we're launching a full-scale operation? So far, only OBOL Squad's scouting mission involved direct combat. What that recon team ran into was likely just an unfortunate accident. But your operation was flawless, and no part of the plan was leaked. That means either the Exaltists are more perceptive than we thought, or some unit acted outside my command and carried out an unsanctioned mission.
But Lorenz handed over command of this operation to you.
So if we rule out interference from higher up, the only one who could have mobilized troops without the Colonel's approval is...
Only the Major General himself.
Yeah, he's bad.
Looks like Colonel Isolde has it even tougher than I do when it comes to dealing with a demanding superior.
Orphe, you don't actually think I'm that difficult to deal with, do you?
At this point, arguing with my superior won't do any good.
So if we want the raid to stay on track, we'll have to strike even faster.
While I usually think you're a little too reckless, Magus, this time, I agree with you. Swift as the wind, fierce as fire, and unknowable as shadow. That's the essence of Blitz tactics. At least according to a Yunque Summit scroll. Since the enemy already knows we're coming, let's seize this rare opportunity and strike before they're ready.
OBOL Squad, gear up and get ready!
Yes, Captain Magus.
I'm about to start deploying troops to launch the offensive. Proxy, both the battlefield and the hollows can shift in an instant. Make sure you're fully prepared. We aren't as ready as we could have been. The Obsidian Division will handle the battlefield, but when it comes to the hollow, you're the only one we can count on.
Leave it to me. On my reputation as a legendary proxy, and my honor as the mayor's envoy, I won't let you down. I'm counting on all of you, too. Please don't betray the trust that people have placed in the Defense Force.
Save it. We're well aware.
What the captain means is, OBOL never fails a mission.
Orphe is so nice and sweet. This operation has two main objectives. Gather intel on Miasma's soldiers and eliminate key Exaltist bases. Get ready and move out in a surprise attack. Every second counts. Let's go. Let me see if I can get used to her gameplay
The
a little better.
unexpected deployment of forces beyond Isolde's plan has put the Exaltists on high alert, like a startled bird ready to flee. We can't risk the Exaltist core members escaping right under our noses. We have to strike quickly and hit their key bases.
Based on the intelligence we have, the target's stronghold in this operation is very likely the Exaltist's main base.
I'm not usually one to spoil the mood, but from what I've seen of the Exaltists, they're not that easy to pin down. Which raises the question, can we really trust the intel from the Defense Force?
You really know your way around intelligence and information warfare, Proxy. But it's Isolde's strategy and intel that have been key to the Defense Force's success so far. I understand your concerns, but I've no reason to doubt the reliability of Isolde's intel.
Captain Magus, you sure have a lot of trust in Commander Isolde, don't you?
That's because Captain Magus and Commander Isolde were comrades in arms. They fought side by side years ago.
Technically, fighting side by side isn't exactly accurate. But yes, Isolde and I go way back. She's a comrade, a senior, and my commanding officer.
I don't think Isolde's bad.
In fact, OBOL Squad itself wouldn't exist without Isolde's support
I
and
think
guidance.
I think she's just can't do much since her superior is the bad guy.
I can't trust Isolde. Then there might not be anyone left in Obsidian Division I can trust.
I understand. So please believe me. When I'm acting as your proxy, my one and only goal is to lead you all to where you're meant to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh.
The Defense Force people are here.
Yeah. Who goes there? Petty thugs, blocking the way to the Creator.
The Creator will not forgive them. Our sacrifice will pave the way for our Master's return.
Oh, come on. Okay.
Seed, don't go darting too far ahead, okay?
Trigger! Pincer attack!
So clumsy. Oh, red.
Maximum firepower!
I don't know. Maybe I do want to pull one of those things, but I have no idea. I'm not sure, to be honest. And also, this is unique. A girl with a scooter. Of course it's. This is unique. It's so cool. That was not necessary, but still. Wrongfully, blah, 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 yeah. I don't know if I want to read this. Files stored in this device are incomplete. The remaining intelligence needs to be obtained elsewhere. Wrongfully killed soldiers. The ones emerging were 11 years old uniform and they died protecting New Eridu. Exalted scum. They desecrate the honor of fallen soldiers. Unforgivable. Yeah. Oh. Approaching footsteps. Have everyone on guard. But then what they see is the sight of Allied uniforms.
Which unit are you in? According to Commander Isolde's orders, aside from OBOL Squad, there shouldn't be any other squads assigned to raid this base.
Isolde may be the acting commander for this op, but our squad reports to Major General Lorenz.
So, these idiots are the ones who alerted the Exaltus to our plan. And it was all under orders from the Major General?
Mind your tone. The Major General sent us because he was worried you wouldn't be able to handle this alone. We're here to support the operation.
Support the operation? We were just out there fighting alone as a single squad.
That's right. And we really do appreciate it. Without you taking the brunt of the Exaltist's attention, we couldn't have made it to their headquarters from the flank so smoothly.
Maybe rerun. I'll get her on the rerun.
We have to apologize. We accidentally beat you to it and ended up taking the credit for wiping out the Exaltist's main base.
Credit? That's meaningless. Is this really the attitude of new recruits in Obsidian Division these days?
Acting all high and mighty. You're just a gun. Do you really think yourself so important? I may be a rookie, but at least I'm not a washed-up old dog like you.
Watch it! The captain has given everything to protect the city. You don't deserve to—
It's okay, Orphe. As long as they really did take out the Exaltists, then they've helped safeguard New Eridu, which makes them our comrades.
No!
Even among comrades, there are plenty of annoying ones.
I agree with
If you
Seed.
ask me, we should just take this guy away. And cover it up as an accident caused by an Exaltist attack.
Hey, are you threatening me?
Stay focused, soldier. Answer me. Has the Exaltist's base been completely cleared?
Several preachers took advantage of the chaos to escape. We had other orders to carry out, so we didn't have time to pursue them while clearing the base.
Yeah, shut up.
Other orders? What could be more important than wiping out the Exaltists?
Bunch of fools. They can't even handle something this simple properly. OBOL soldiers, let's move out. Once again, it's up to us to clean up after these fools. OBOL, gear up and get ready.
Yes, Captain Magus.
On me and Seed Senior.
The Exaltists are fleeing in all directions.
Second-rate troop sure is surprisingly good.
And I pulled for Trigger, and her gameplay is really cool.
We've already failed half of the mission's objective.
Hopefully we can still find some useful documents and materials.
Okay. Encrypted documents detected on this device is accessing porcelainics, and they aren't exactly things. Sacrifice everything for profit. Soldiers didn't die protecting the city. The truth is, files end here without warning. A record of hardware being moved, but the missing data cannot be retrieved. Of all places, data had to be missing at the most crucial part. Soldiers didn't die protecting the city. Just what have these Exaltists learned? Nothing but distraction they planted on purpose to mislead us. Still clear that Exaltist remnants, scared by Major General's unit acting recklessly. Why they moved the key data early? No choice but to press on. Yeah, sure. Right. Now we go here and we fight again, as always.
This is the kind of fight OBOL Squad's been waiting for.
You know what? At first look, I thought I didn't like Seed's gameplay, but now I'm okay.
Continuing combat until target neutralized.
Engaging head on.
I don't know. I feel. Oh, I didn't see that. I never done that. Okay, never mind.
Cover me, Orphe. Need a shower?
Wait.
It's raining down.
I don't know why I. Oh, because this one is a big bad guy anyway. So I'm good. I'm good. And now I scooter away.
Everything is moving along smoothly, Mr. Lucro.
We'll be counting on you again this time.
Oh, boy.
Major General Lorenz, you're here in the Hollow. In person?
You're the squad Isolde spoke so highly of. Codename OBOL, wasn't it? This is quite a surprise. You arrived even faster than I expected. It's just as Colonel Isolde said. You're quite a capable squad.
Given that you're leading this entire operation, I'd expect you to be at the command post. And the person with you is...
You must be Mr. Lucro. We met briefly at the reception banquet for the Porcelumex safety inspection.
A reception banquet? For a safety inspection? That makes no sense.
This, gun certainly has a blunt matter of speech. Anyway...
I like your suit. Not really. This is so ridiculous.
We are acquainted from the banquet, aren't we? Also involved with the Obsidian Division, I see. For someone so young, you must have made quite the impact with the military.
I'm just doing my duty. Please. The title of Envoy is a bit too much. I feel like it's a little too high and mighty.
So you're a distinguished guest from city administration. My apologies. Please excuse the poor welcome.
So, what brings you here, Major General, Mr. Lucro? and these troops who've been acting without Colonel Isolde's orders.
My troops and I have our reasons for being here. You're a veteran, Captain Magus. Even if you don't fully grasp what overstepping means, you should at least know not to ask about classified military matters. Mind your tongue, Captain.
This guy's a bad guy.
Besides your sharp tongue, there's not much else you have left.
Major General, shouldn't we be going? Staying too long in areas with high ether activity isn't good for my health.
You're right, Mr. Lucro.
These two withdraw from Stronghold.
Aside from that clerk I met at the Special Military Affairs desk, these are honestly the two most annoying people I've ever had to listen to. Sorry, Captain Magus. It was wrong of me to speak disrespectfully about a commanding officer.
Nah, you got permission.
I'll let it slide this time, Orphe. If I weren't afraid of getting you all tried at a military tribunal, I'd have turned every curse word into high-energy laser blasts right at their faces.
This place is not only a key Exaltus stronghold, but also one of their major research facilities. Porcelumex's other executive had previously worked with the Exaltists. Many of their facilities were originally Porcelumex's assets as well, and now under Lucro's lead, Porcelumex has formed ties with the defense force. It's clear why they're here.
You're making my head spin. Isn't it just those two plotting how to profit?
Goodness, Commander Lorenz is such a bad person.
Orphe is still caught up in that naive teenage mindset of seeing the world in just good and bad.
Goodness, Orphe. You really are a fool. But I can't say you're wrong this time. They chose to meet in the Hollow, likely to stay under the radar. Either way, OBOL's mission continues. Everyone, we keep pursuing the escaping Exaltists.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Somewhere in Lemnian Hollow, illuminated by a flickering candlelight. Great Overseer, the Defense Force took the bait just as planned, feeling pretty proud of themselves. Perfect! They're wasted enough time on meaningless distraction. That foolish general thinks he's already claimed victories. They won't be throwing major forces at us anymore. The price was nothing more than a few necessary sacrifices. They died for their faith, Overseer. Besides, the troops you brought back from the underworld were a huge help. Soldiers fighting soldiers. It's cruel, really. Still, if it's for the right cause, then even you and I will be willing to give our lives. Absolutely. If that greater purpose is audience with the Creator. I know you have other intention, but you're still open to path to Creator, won't you? I wandered in confusion along this path more than once, but the whispers I heard were true, without doubt. Once I achieve my goal, I'll open the path to the Creator for you. Which means your sacrifice and mine are just whatever. Phaeton is with the Defense Force right now, and that's one real handful. Not the type to let things go easily. That elite squad of theirs has been serious thorns in our side. I've noticed that youngster may be an unexpected variable, but I've already set course for how their tale unfolds. Don't back them into a corner unless you have to. Your arrangements are reasonable. May the Creator refine us. Poop. Cheers and laughters echo from military camp, which has been quiet for past few days. Why Defense Force space so lively? What's going on? Let's ask around and see what soldiers know. You first, it seems like. New face and non-uniform too. You must be outside hell for, what was it, Apostle Squad? Thanks to the brilliant leadership of Major General and his adjutant, we secured an easy victory. You didn't land a big win, but you still played a part. Stand your ground! What's with that look? We're celebrating our victory, Don't be such a buzzkill, okay? Yeah. Now there's this guy. He's such an effer. Welcome back, Envoy. I've been waiting here just to make sure you return safely. Really laying it on thick, huh? Modesty, still. If you're acting on behalf of Mayor in Defense Force matter, your words hold authority with city administration. Owe it to Major General's forces, reclaiming significant cachet of Prussia Loom May without incident. Assets Ferox handed over to Exaltus, which are Porcelumic's property. Excuse me. May not be the most charming guy, this Major General, but I can count on him. I'm just shrewd, profit-minded trader. I also know there's been some bad blood between you and Major General. That doesn't stop me from seeing potential for us to work together in the future. Someone like you always bringing value to the table. I'm pleased you made it back in one piece. Blah blah. It's true certain individuals within Porcelumics engage in unlawful activities with the Exaltus. The shameful Mr. Ferox is now in custody. With General's support, we tracked down his subordinate who escaped into the Hollow. Porcelumix is clean of any further criminal association. Regarding the Obscura devices, I'm not clear on their scientific worth. Still, they made of costly porcelain, so they belong to the company. We'll recover each of the Obscura once the Defense Force finish assessing their risk. Their risk? Colonel Isolde stated in the report that the Obscura could pose extreme risk. Order evacuation of Wi-Fi Peninsula for public safety. Gone too dangerous. Looks like it's time for me to leave Wi-Fi Peninsula. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye, effer. Now we go to Magus. Hello. These guys sure know how to take it easy. Planning the victory party right after winning. What's the Defense Force next move? There isn't one. Major General believes the key members of Exaltus have been wiped out and their base cleared. We already won apparently. Victory would come so easily. Exaltus won't be that easy. What about the Obscura in the city? You face the Exaltus more times than anyone. Your insight is valuable, but even so, Obsidian Division can't keep pouring resources into chasing down a minor outlaw group. Colonel Isolde is taking our intel and risk posed by the sacrifices. Very seriously, preparing to evacuate the citizens of Wi-Fi Peninsula. Stay on guard to protect the civilians until everyone's been evacuated, and all Obscura in the city have been cleared. Thanks to Isolde's leadership, able to locate so many Obscura across the city before the operation began too. Colonel know about the risk of Obscura all along. Why don't you relax little too, Proxy? That is off the subject. I'm getting back to the camp with the captain. Want to join us for a bit? Despite your doubts, with cheerings ringing out through the night around you, find yourself taking a brief rest by the firelight with the two soldiers. As OBOL squad settles in at their quarters, the troops are already preparing to celebrate.
Everyone! The Exaltus, the threat that plagued Wi-Fi Peninsula, have been wiped out under our thunderous assault.
This part here looks romantic.
Once again, we've brought justice and victory to the people of New Eridu, like every triumph before. Give it up for yourselves, soldiers. Cheer for victory!
And let's hear it for our brilliant commander!
Major General Loren!
Whatever.
I hate to be that guy, but isn't it a bit early to celebrate?
That commander sure seems to be soaking up the cheers.
A typical big shot, huh?
You're right to be concerned, Proxy. There are still Exaltist stragglers roaming inside and outside the Hollow, and the Obscura in the city haven't been fully inspected yet.
As far as I know, the key Exaltist leaders are still at large. They've managed to slip away after every encounter so far. The Exaltists will remain a threat until they're eliminated. Even though Mevarok was severely injured by Yishan Shifu, and the Exaltists suffered heavy losses, there's still no sign of them backing down. Miasma activity is still spreading. Key people like Sarah still hold major influence.
Yishuan, High Preceptor of Yunquai Summit? I've heard the name before.
How come I don't see Colonel Isolde anywhere? As the operations leader, shouldn't she be here to celebrate?
Isolde has been unwell recently, and went back to the city to rest. She's also been absent from meetings over the past few days.
Maybe the commander's like Proxy and isn't fond of these kinds of gatherings. She might have just found an excuse to slip away.
You might be right. That does sound like her. In any case, we've dealt a heavy blow to the Exaltists. And after fighting on the verge of life and death, the soldiers really needed a victory to boost their morale.
That doesn't sound like something our strict Captain Magus would say.
Think of it as me trying to lift everyone's spirits. As soldiers, it is our duty to obey orders.
Not really.
So even when we have doubts, we can't launch investigations on our own.
If you take action without orders, you'll be standing trial at a military tribunal. I might not mind, but I'm sure Seed Sr. would stop us.
I don't want anyone ending up in front of a military tribunal either.
Right. Since it is a military order, the Major's restriction on you can't be lifted until the operation is officially concluded. Sorry about that, Proxy.
I understand.
Oh, he's being nice?
OBOL Squad and all the other soldiers have already given so much to protect New Eridu.
Magus is actually being nice about it, though.
Everyone should enjoy this hard-earned victory.
Thank you, Proxy.
But as Phaethon, I have no right to stop moving forward. What the fudge? Excuse me, Mr. Special Envoy. Colonel asked me to pass on a message. Some bigwig from Tops is here to see you. Don't ask me about specific. You just have to go see for yourself. Okay. Cool. Oh, freaking Damien. Haha. Excuse me. I have hiccups. You meet with Damien after dark and fill him in on what Lucro's doing.
Actually, I've already heard about Lucro personally entering the Hollow and the Major General's movements. Besides relocating Porcelumex and the Exaltist stock of Porcelum, they're rounding up trusted members who served under Ferox, including my poor colleagues who fled into the Hollow's labs, fearing a purge. The dust hasn't even settled, yet they're already discarding what they no longer need, proving that the only thing crueler than one ruthless boss is another. I have no place in Tops any longer, and the Defense Force won't seek justice for a stray like me.
Even though you played a major role in taking down Ferox, your new boss won't tolerate you for long, will he?
Exactly. I can't stand stray dogs like you always sniffing out scraps to survive. Like I ever had a choice. I'm just trying to stay alive.
I think Damien is cool.
Honestly, I was already planning to turn to you and Yunquai Summit for help. Regardless of our differences, you are among the few in Waifei Peninsula who have the power, care about justice, and are willing to hear me out. A stray like me is used to bowing and begging.
Unfortunately, no matter how much power we might have, we're just as constrained as you are now. I can't contact anyone at Yunquai Summit for assistance either, but if it's to keep you safe...
It's alright. Just when I was at my wit's end, Miss Savior appeared.
As Damien finished speaking, small figure suddenly springs out from behind him. What the fudge?
Hiya! I'm the savior he was talking about.
Who the fudge are you?
Funny, most company employees usually see me as a disaster. Who would have thought I'd ever be called a savior?
Allow me to introduce you. This is Miss Zhao from TOPS, affiliated with the Krampus Compliance Authority.
Nice to meet you, Miss Zhao. The Krampus Compliance Authority. Is that the name of another company within TOPS? It doesn't sound as familiar to me as the other big companies.
That's alright. Most people haven't heard of it. Krampus isn't actually a company. Our role is to inspect, decide on, and enforce regulations.
She's adorable.
Brutal competition is an inherent flaw of the market system. For the members at the round table, it doesn't matter if the company's executives are tearing each other apart. However, the condition is that all actions by the company and its management must comply with the core rules and interests of the Alliance. The business game doesn't always let us play by the rules. That's the round table's mercy. But when those rule breakers go too far, the strict mother reaches out with her black branch. This time, poor Salumix has clearly stepped out of line.
I think I get why the corporations might see members of Krampus as a disaster. Even so, having regulators like you is probably a key reason TOPS has managed to maintain its strong position in the city.
So, it's not hard for you to understand why I see Miss Zhao as my savior, right?
We'll only know whether I'm your savior or your disaster once all the investigations are complete.
These two are best buddies. Oh, that's so cute.
Better than letting someone like Lucro treat you like a fish on a chopping board, right?
Although he's not really a friend, I do have some understanding of the way Damien does things. He's determined to survive this brutal game, but he's also someone who would never cross the line.
Huh. You've got sharp and beautiful eyes. I hope you'll never become the enemy of Krampus, and that when those eyes look at me again, they won't be filled with hostility, Mr. Wise.
Oh gosh. Miss Zhao, the Krampus member, turns and walks off with Damien in tow. Maybe small in stature, but her commanding presence nearly overshadowed the disheveled Damien beside her. Getting late, let's head back to the tent and get some rest. Okay.